Okay, so today in this video, I am going to be doing a driving video of downtown Phoenix. Now, you've probably seen my walking video of some areas downtown, but I'm going to do a driving video of downtown Phoenix because you're just going to be able to see a lot more things I'm going to be able to point out. If you're thinking about relocating here to Phoenix, Arizona, or the surrounding areas, well, downtown is a main area that people do ask me about. So I decided to do a downtown video for downtown Phoenix so you can get a better idea of downtown. Now, our downtown is definitely not going to be one of them places as big as like New York City or Chicago, but we definitely have a downtown. During the day, our downtown is definitely full of work for people who are working in the educational field, in the tech field, hospitality field, all that stuff. And then at nighttime, it's definitely a nice hangout spot for families and or for people wanting nightlife, rooftop restaurants, bars, pubs, just different things. They have different festivals that go on a couple times a month. Our downtown is definitely a nice place during the day and definitely a nice place at night. So in this video, you're going to see some of our condos and high-rise living. You're going to see some old historic buildings. You're going to see our schooling, whether it's charter schools or for the kiddos. You're going to see our higher education. You're going to see the Arizona State University sister campus, the NAU at U of A. You're going to see some construction going on. You're going to see our courthouses, and you're even going to see the area where our homeless population is in the downtown area. Now, it's not completely spread out all over downtown, but it is definitely in one particular area because they do get services in that area. So in this video, I just want to show you our complete downtown, go over the good, the bad, the day, the night, everything that I can share with you if you're thinking about relocating. And don't forget, my name is Yolanda Street. I'm part of the Relocation to Phoenix team. I get calls, texts, emails every day from people just like you wanting to relocate. That is what I'm here for, to help you. If you're thinking about relocating in the next 12 months, 12 weeks, 12 days, or even one day, definitely reach out to me so I can help you out. And hey, don't forget, subscribe below, hit the bell so you never miss out on another video. Definitely check out my other downtown video and any other videos that can help you if you're still trying to decide what city, what suburb to live in. Now let's go ahead and get started on this driving footage. I do want to point out that we are in the area of 7th Street and the I-10 freeway. We're basically getting off the freeway. The I-10 freeway does run directly through downtown, east and west. It's going to take you to the West Valley cities or to the East Valley cities. You also have the SR 51, which is a freeway that will take you to the north cities. And then the Loop 202 definitely runs around the valley. So I wanted to point that out, but let's go ahead and check out this drive footage and let you guys see what our downtown area has to offer. Let's go. So we are on 7th Street. As you can see, the I-10 freeway is right that way. And then as you approach right here, we are going through a community called Roosevelt Road right here in the downtown area. Roosevelt Row is an area that just has like small specialty shops, restaurants. It's definitely a nice area to hang out and eat, enjoy the family. People hang out here just for fun and have a great time. This is a restaurant called Taco Boys. Really good taco spot. As you can see, Roosevelt Row does have some really cool murals that people have painted. It talks about Roosevelt Row. Really nice things to see. And we're going to go down this way and point out Roosevelt Road first, and then we will point out all the good stuff in this driving video so you can take a look and check it out. Okay, so this is Roosevelt Road. As you can see, there's a Jimmy John's there. This is the murals. Right over there, you see some little houses. They're really businesses, hat shops. These are all different specialty shops, and people actually reside on top. So you have a hat shop there. You have a hot dog place that's really, really good right there. And different just specialty shops. So if you want the specialty shops and environments, right there, as you see, there's different businesses there. And along with all that, you see that there's different high-rise condos and apartments and all that good stuff that you could definitely live here if you like the downtown environment. If you like living downtown and the downtown environment, then this is Roosevelt Row. And Again, like I see, there's a gym right there you can join. We do have multiple gyms. There's breweries all over. As you can see, all these are different specialty shops that are right down here in the downtown area. It's going to be a walkable area. People walk, they bike, they skate. You're going to see that they have the scooters around here that people can ride on. You have the scooters, like the scooters I pointed out are right there. You can rent the scooters. We definitely have our public transportation here, which would be the Valley Metro Light Rail, and we have the Valley Metro City Bus. Now, this street right here is called Central Avenue. I talked about this in my grid video, East Valley, West Valley video. Central Avenue is a street that divides the East Valley cities from the West Valley cities. What I mean by that is if you're on Central Avenue and you go west of Central Avenue, those streets are going to be in the avenues. If you go east of Central Avenue, they're going to be in the streets. So if you say I'm at 7502 East Thomas, you're going to be in the East Valley because you know it was east. If you say you're at 7502 West, everybody's going to know you're in the west part of the valley because you're in the west and in the avenues. Our city is built on a grid. Definitely check that out. I find that when people relocate here, once they understand how we're set up on the grid system, they don't have problems maneuvering around Phoenix and the surrounding cities. The grid system is very easy to do, so just keep that in mind. So right here you have our light rail, some of our light rail waiting areas. This is all Roosevelt Row area. As you can see, there's houses. You're going to see historic living. If you go down this street right here, as you can see, we're turning down this street. These are going to be older homes that have been here, and people are living in these homes. So they're older, but they're definitely, most people would say, or a lot of people would say they're definitely better built. They're right here in the downtown area, and they're just homes that are really close to downtown, and they tend to hold their value because of the location. Most of these homes are going to be single level homes. And as you can see across the street from the homes, you have high-rise living right there. So you have older homes, you have apartments, you have high-rise living, and you have lock and go, which is areas where you can just lock your home and go do what you have to do. Our downtown tends to be a pretty safe area. As you know, there's crime everywhere, so you may notice that, you have more break-ins as far as cars are concerned or something like that, because it's just a busier area. You may have younger kids hanging out here, but you don't have it's not like a huge amount of crime compared to, some other cities you may live. Right here, you have some high-rise living right there and other high-rise buildings right here. We're just going to drive throughout the city. I'm going to point some stuff out, and when we're done, you'll be able to understand how our downtown is built and what you see. Again, it's the middle of the day. People are working. You don't see very much, but I will also try to get some nighttime footage for you so you guys can see what our daytime looks like once it transitions into nighttime. So right here, we're approaching right here is the 4th Avenue jails area. You're going to notice that down here we have the Maricopa County Sheriff's Department is down here. So some of our Maricopa County jail facilities are down this way also. Again, that hasn't caused a problem. They've always been down here. You have the Maricopa County Sheriff's quarters right there. So, of course, some of our jails are going to be right in this area too. The 4th Avenue jail is down here. This is the Maricopa County Sheriff's headquarters right here. We're approaching the area of Jackson and 6th Avenue. I'll point out a couple different things. Right here is going to be our courthouse where you would go and get your marriage licenses and death certificates and stuff right there. Right here is the courthouse at 620 West Jackson, downtown Justice Courthouse, Justice Building Courthouse. And then as we approach this street, down here in the area of 7th Avenue and Jackson, all the way down to 11th Avenue and Jackson, you're going to find that this is where our homeless population really is at and focus, and that's because there are services down here that help our homeless population. There are people who stay on the street, and you will see tents, but they also stay inside. So this gated area that we're going to pass by area, we're going to go around so you can totally see it. But this area right here is pretty much going to be the area where you would see our homeless population because, again, they're offered services. So as you can see in this area, this is going to be the area of the homeless population. They do have places like the Andre House, and the gated area right here is going to be the area where they do get services from St. Vincent de Paul. We have St. Mary's. The Andre House is going to be right there. And you have St. Vincent de Paul, and as you can see, it's all gated. And they do offer services. They give clothes. They provide meals. They do all that. So it's definitely not sprawled throughout the whole downtown area. And they do help feed our homeless population. They have donation spots where you can drop stuff off. I've never had a problem with being down here in the homeless population area. We have volunteered with St. Vincent de Paul and St. Mary's and different places like that. I've actually volunteered quite a bit over the last 15 years. They have areas where you can volunteer with your children if they're smaller. I found that I did it to kind of keep my kids more humble and make them understand that there are some less fortunate people in the world. So I did do that, and I've never had any problems. We've dropped off blankets and food and stuff like that, and never any issues. So again, every city, every state has homelessness, and this is going to be one of the areas in our downtown area where our homeless population is. But again, it's not throughout the whole downtown. As you see me showing you different areas of downtown, you're not going to see that. You're going to see it in that area where I just took you. So I wanted to point that out from jump on the video. Now, as we approach different areas right now, I am going to point out, again, the Maricopa County Sheriff's Department was right there. The big brown building that you see right there is going to be our 4th Avenue Jail that I told you about earlier. And then we're going to go ahead and start pointing out some of the other areas here in the downtown area. While we're driving, I do want to point out that if you're downtown and you travel a lot, you're definitely only about 5 to 8 miles from the Sky Harbor Airport. And our Valley Metro Light Rail does go directly to the airport. So you can jump on that and go to our 44th Street parking area where you can take that train directly to the airport. So if you're a traveler and you travel a lot and you need easy access to the airport, again, down here, you're not going to have trouble with public transportation or getting to the airport. And if you have a car down here, it's not a problem. Now, you do see some meters. We do have meters, and we do have garage parking. I will say our meters now, they don't take coins. You got to have an app, and you pay on the app, but it's not expensive at all. I parked here earlier for an hour and a half, and I believe it was like $2, and that was it. So the parking is not expensive. They do have like parking lots that you can park in, especially because down here we have some of our sporting events that happen. You're going to find that we have the Phoenix Suns Stadium, and the Diamondbacks and the Mercury are females, and they all play down here. So down here during those times, sometimes it gets kind of hectic, but it also gets kind of fun. I want you guys to understand that downtown is a great area. So right here is the back of our Phoenix Stadium, and I will definitely take you around and show you that as we get around to the front. But I'm just kind of driving you around so you can kind of check out our downtown area. So right here, we're approaching the Diamondbacks Stadium where our Diamondbacks play. Arizona Diamondbacks, our baseball team. This is kind of the side of the building of the Arizona Diamondbacks. We should be able to approach the front so you can take a look at it right here. Here we go. Chase Field, where our Diamondbacks play, is right here. And as you can see, there's train tracks. So the light rail drops off right here in this area. This is our Diamondback Stadium. Of course, it's quiet right now because no game is going on, but this is exactly where the Diamondbacks play. Now we're going to turn right here on 5th Street, and I'm going to point out some other stuff, and I'm just pointing out things as we pass it. This is going to be the back of our convention center where they have different stuff, shows and business things and concerts, but I will totally show you the front. This street right here is called Washington Street. It is a one-way street. It does run west. Jefferson Street is the next block, and it runs east. So you got to learn that. This is our Phoenix Convention Center right here. Holds a lot of events. I know they do like candlelight things for like New Year. They do Martin Luther King. Big companies may host something. Bridal shows, whatever the case may be, they do it. The convention center is on both sides. We're going to pass by some theaters that we have and some museums that we have, just so you guys can get an idea of everything. So we're going down Washington, and we're only going to go west because, again, it's a one-way street. I'm going to point out some of the things you're going to see while we're going down here. And again, it's very quiet, but I will drive down the street at nighttime so you can see. We have a sports bar right here. If you come in the evening, you're going to see people sitting out there all day. We have restaurants on both sides of the street, different businesses. We have the Rocket Mortgage. A lot of these big, tall buildings are going to be businesses and people at work. Like I said, during the day, it really is a work city, but at nighttime, it's something else. There is a Banner Urgent Care right here downtown. There's an EOS Fitness right here. If you're downtown and you work and maybe you get a little bit of a longer lunch break, you can totally get your workout in at EOS Fitness. Look at these high-rise buildings here. So we do have the high-rise, not as many as everybody else all the time, but we do have a downtown area, which is really great. Again, this is our light rail station for people waiting to get on the light rail. We're approaching our Superior Court area, Superior Court building right here. As we approach, I'll show you where we're at. This is our City Hall right here. This big building right here is going to be our City Hall. So you can check it out. It's a very tall building. So that's the City Hall. A lot of car issues. I do know they have like a DMV. If you need to go in there and do the DMV, that's fine. That's one of our municipal court buildings right here. And let's see. So that's our City Hall. You have another restaurant right here on this corner. And there's our light rail. If you can see the tip end of our light rail, but I will definitely make sure I get you a better picture of our light rail system before we leave. Now, right here are some stairs. As you can see, there's stairs all up the side of that building. In my younger days, I used to do those stairs for exercise. I don't know how many of those I would do now, but I do want to point out those stairs I used to do in my younger days. Come on a Saturday, run the stairs up and run the stairs down. I can't tell you the last time I've done that, so don't ask because I won't have an answer for you. But if you're about that life and you want to do that, those stairs are definitely great stairs to get your workout in, get your heart rate up. Nobody's going to say nothing to you while you're doing it. And all I can say is good luck. This right here is going to be the Arizona Financial Theater. Right on the corner right there is going to be the box office. They have plays, different plays going on, different concerts. I see right now they're advertising 12 the night before Christmas. So if you like plays, this is one of our theaters. I will take you past another theater that they have right here in the downtown area. This right here is the United Sandra Day O'Connor United States Court Building. So it's another court building. Right here you can see that we have some garage parking and you pay the fees. Now this street right here is called Jefferson. This is the one I told you. It's another one way it runs east. And I will point out some of the buildings as we're going down Jefferson. This is a court building. It has the walkway that goes across. So right down here, you're going to run into our Superior Court building. It's going to be right here on the left. You have your Superior Court building right here. And I want to point out, it's the Maricopa County Superior Court building. And if there's homes for auction, they do it down here at this court building as we approach past the light. I want to point that out. Right here on the left-hand side, it's going to be the old courthouse. It's one of the older courthouses that we have. So they have court hearings there in that building also. Okay, so as we pass this light, like I said, this is going to be our Superior Court building. Right over here to the left where you see the umbrellas right there is where they do our home auctions. Like if a home is going up for auction, they do it right outside there on that patio area. Right here on this corner coming up on, so that's the back of our old court building right here on this side of the street. And then right there you see that we have a CVS station right there. And behind the CVS, I want to say, first of all, you get underground parking, but there's a bowling alley right there. There's a Stand Up Live right here, comedy club. They have a weekend brunch right here in this building. And you can shop right here. Now, we also have a Fry's grocery store right here downtown. So if you live downtown and you need a grocery store, we have a Fry's grocery store coming up on the left that you can use. And here's Cityscape Residences at the top, and there's a hotel at the bottom. There's different restaurants right here. And then right here in this building is going to be home of our Phoenix Suns and our Phoenix Mercury. So this is where our Phoenix Suns play and our Phoenix Mercury. As you can see, the train tracks are right here, so you can totally ride the light rail down here. But this is home of our Phoenix Suns and our Phoenix Mercury. You do see that there's plenty of hangout spots and restaurants on both sides of the street. And look how close it is to that Diamondback Stadium that I pointed out to you earlier. Now, there's a little restaurant right here called Willie's Taco Shop right there. This Willie's Taco Shop is always pretty crowded. Like I said, right now, it's totally work hours and really past lunchtime, so it's not very many people out there. But they have the greatest burritos and some really cool tacos and different stuff like that. So this is going to be our Willie's right there. And then right on this side, this is the front of our convention center, our Phoenix Convention Center. I see they're doing Alice in Wonderland. They're advertising that coming up. This is our Phoenix Convention Center right here. Again, this is Willie's Taco Shop restaurant. Outside, everything's open so you can totally see what's going on. They got a couple sports bars right there and all that. I do want to point out, we do have some hotels that have rooftop restaurants. So if you want to come and do rooftop restaurants, you can totally do that. I'm going to take you to another area of the Arizona Center, show you some of our schooling. But I want to point out that right now it is the middle of December and it is 70 degrees outside. Hold on, I want to point out there's a Mountainside Fitness right there at the bottom of Chase Field. So I've shown you EOS and I showed you Mountainside Fitness. So there's plenty of areas to work out and do stuff. Now there's going to be, like I said, it's the middle of December and it's 70 degrees outside, you guys. And that is something I point out in all of my videos. Where is it right now that you can go to in the middle of December and the weather is 70 degrees? 72 degrees to be exact. So it's 72 degrees, beautiful outside. So if you want to live in an area where you can hang out, be outside, do outside activities, and have beautiful weather, well, remember, Arizona, Phoenix, the surrounding areas, more than 300 days of sunshine in a year. So you can't miss that. Now, if you're from somewhere cold and you miss that, Flagstaff, 2 hours away, you get snow, snow bowl, and all that good stuff. So we're not too far from it. So now I want to point out some of the restaurants right here on the left and just different hotels. So right here we have our museum and the Monroe School. So we have a little school and we have the Phoenix Children's Museum right here. Very great place and cool place to hang out at. We have the museum right here. And then right here is going to be the side of our ASU campus. And we're going to approach the ASU campus on both sides of this street, and the University of Arizona campus, which the University of Arizona is in Tucson. And of course, Arizona State University is going to be in Tempe. And then Northern Arizona is going to be in Flagstaff. But it's nice because they have sister campuses all over. And right here downtown, they have sister campuses for all three. So if you live in Phoenix and you don't want to go to Tempe, or you live downtown, you still have the higher education that's easy for you to be able to get to, and you can still get your schooling in if you're downtown. I'm going to point out, I know they're adding to, I want to say they're adding to the University of Arizona down here on the left, and I'll point that out to you as we pass it. And there's going to be a little campus that I'm going to point out up here. It's a K through 12 ASU Prep Academy. It's one of our prep schools. Really good school that I hear. But again, if you're relocating here, definitely check out the schools. So this is going to be our University of Arizona. Right here on the left, you can see that it's the U of A, NAU campus, sister campus. And then right here on the left is that ASU Preparatory Academy that I told you about for K through 12. So we have that. Now, right here on the left is that where I told you they were working on for the University of Arizona. They're adding on to that. So you have that as the medical campus. And then you go down here. This is the side of our ASU Prep Academy, K through 12, like I pointed out earlier. And then as you go down here, you're just going to see that there's just the older neighborhoods of downtown, right in the outskirts of downtown. You're going to see there's some older homes. A lot of these homes are going to be older built, no HOA, single level homes, older, but they do hold their value because they're so close to downtown. So I'm going to point out just a couple of these homes so you can see that. And then I'm going to point out a couple other places here downtown. So as you can see, there's some homes right here that I'll point out for you. And this is the back of our ASU Prep campus for the K through 12. So again, this is the ASU campus on both sides of the street. Very clean, very nice looking. There's the Arizona State University right there on the left. And then just a view of some of our there's the APS building right there. You have some hotels, Hyatt Regency hotels, pretty nice high-rise buildings. And it is about 2:15 in the afternoon. And as you can see, we're driving down these streets pretty good. There's not too much traffic. There's a little bit, but definitely not enough traffic to hold us up. I know some states you go to, traffic is very hectic. So I do want to point out that it is approaching that time, and we're still moving pretty quick on the traffic. Now, coming up here on the right-hand side is going to be the Arizona Center. It does have an AMC theater inside this Arizona Center. Plenty of restaurants. This is going to be the side of it. They're setting up for a festival that they're having tonight. So you see a lot of canopies being set up, but they have restaurants in there. They have a nail shop. This is one of our big hotels right here across from it. They have a steakhouse here, and it's just a lot going on because they're setting up for a festival tonight that they have once a year for the holidays. If you want to see more of the inside of the Arizona Center, definitely check out my other downtown Phoenix video where I'm walking around, because I definitely went through the Arizona Center to show what it had. This is the side of the Arizona Center. As I said, they are setting up for a festival tonight. There is an AMC in there. There's restaurants, nail shops, some other specialty shops that you can go to. The AMC theater is going to be right back here. So if you're downtown and you want to see a movie, definitely a nice spot to hit. As you can see, the building right there is a really big high-rise building. And there's some other living right here. So I've pretty much taken you around a big area of our downtown Phoenix area. I want to point out that our downtown Phoenix area has definitely grown over the years. If you have questions, again, if you're thinking about moving here, I don't care if it's downtown or any of the other surrounding suburbs. My name is Yolanda Street. I'm part of the Living in Phoenix team, Arizona native. I've been in the military, so I definitely like to help out our military vets. Reach out to me so I can help you make your transition as smooth as possible. And whatever you do, subscribe below and hit the bell so you never miss out on another video, because I don't know where you're coming from, but I'm actually going to be doing a series of videos with some price comparisons for other states. And if you're coming from California, Washington, Georgia, some of those states, I'm definitely going to be comparing like property taxes, home values, grocery, gas, cost of living. So you definitely don't want to miss that if you're considering your relocation here to Arizona. Thank you for watching my video, and definitely subscribe below, hit the bell so you never miss out on another video, and I can't wait to hear from you soon.